sure my volume is up. Happy Sunday evening to everyone. It feels like I haven't done one of these in a while. Has it been a while since I've done one of my raw, real, and uncuts? Has it really been a while? I usually like to tell everyone what the topic is going to be in the beginning, not in the beginning, but earlier in the day, so people can tune in if they want to and not tune in if they don't want to, which I guess they just wouldn't normally. Yeah. So today I'm going to today is going to be the Father's Day edition. Sorry for the shaking. And I'm going to try to get my father on here. I called him and let him know. So we will see if he's able to join me, and we're just gonna have like a little Q&A. That's pretty much it. So I invited him in. I told him what it was going to be about. So hopefully I'm waving at people who aren't even saying long enough to realize that I've waved at them. It's annoying. Anywho, hey love, how are you this evening? Wave at love since she's still here. Oh, I didn't realize I don't even have my earrings in. I just took them off. It's so weird. Hi, Tiffany Hall. I'm getting something with my sister ASAP, so I'll let you know. So I have invited my father on. So hopefully I'll be able to get him on. I told him what was going to happen. I told him it was starting at 9 o'clock. So I'm just waiting for him. I have invited him and I just need him to join. I may tag Yolanda so that she can help him because he may just need some help, y'all. Let's see. I'm going to invite Yolanda and see if she can help get together. Hi, Eric Thomas. I'm wonderful. How are you? Hey, love. I'm doing great. Hope all is well with you. This is the Father's Day tag. If he doesn't join, I really have literally nothing prepared. So I will just end the live and we'll try it again some other time. Yeah, I didn't really have any topics. Actually, you know what? I do have it's not that old of a topic, but it is a slightly older topic. It has something to do with Kanye West and his rant. Not his rant, but you know, his whole interview that he did on TMZ. So you may get into that if I can't get my daddy on. He hasn't come on yet. I don't know what it's going to take for him to join. Drink some water. Oh dear. He's not as, up on the technology as I'd like him to be. So I'm going to try and give him enough time to get on here. Dang, I've been on 3 minutes already. I don't like to be on here too long and people aren't, and I'm not being interactive and my guest is in here. I don't like to do that long. So, sorry, I'm watching Game of Thrones too behind me. I'm still on season 1, by the way. Tell us about okay, you want to know about my dad? Okay, let me start with how old is my dad? 59? I think my dad is 59. He resides in a different state. I won't say because I don't know if he wants me to tell people that. He fathered myself and my 4 siblings. There are 5 of us total, so he has 5 children with my mother. No other children, at least that we know about. No. Sorry. What else? I don't know what else to say. My dad is very talented. He's very creative. He used to make up stories, tell us stories, me and my siblings, back when we were younger. And he's an amazing guy. He's so talented. I am 100%, I see y'all give me the laughing face. I am 100% a daddy's girl and I hold no qualms about it. I I love my father. He's been my father for 35 years. No, 36. Oh, I almost forgot how old I was. Y'all, I had a birthday in April. My bad. 36 years. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have so far. Okay, Yolander's on. Yolanda is my father's wife. Yolanda, if you could help me out by getting my dad on the live, I want to be able to bring him on live. So there's two options. Either he can get on his phone and go to the Facebook alert that he should have where I tagged him, or if you're okay with him using your phone and getting on, that's an option. So if you will help me out, because you know how dad is with technology, bless his heart. Okay, Yolanda's gonna help us out. You're daddy's girl too. Your daddy's girls are freaking awesome, man. Like freaking dads rock. Anywho, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick little joke. So, when was this? This was like maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago, my father got a gift card to Amazon. Okay, wait, my dad is here. Okay, daddy, I'm going to try to bring you on, dad. So listen. So when I say I'm going to bring you on, something's going to pop up on your screen and it's going to say accept or join or something like that. And you may or may not have to turn your phone sideways. So I'm going to do that right now, dad. Add dad. It didn't say dad, but I'm excited. And then I'll finish telling you about the gift card. Hey, Shasta. As you can see from the title, it's, my dad is my special guest. There, yay, thank you. Thank you, Yolanda.
Thank you.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, I'm well, Dad. So everyone, this is my dad. Say hi, Dad. Okay. Tell them to tell Yolanda or whoever else to turn the volume down because I can hear it in the background. Okay. Okay, so basically what this is it's just going to have a father-daughter tag,
I need to be able to hear
so people can ask us questions
your volume
about...
Okay.
You don't need the volume down on your phone. The other phones there need to have the volume down.
Thank you.
Okay, is that good?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't hear it anymore.
Okay.
So it's good. Okay, so what will happen is people, my friends that are joining, they can ask us questions. It's just a father-daughter tag or whatever. I was just telling them a little bit about you, that you're 59, right?
What? 59? I'm 29. What are you talking about?
See, y'all see where I get it from. Y'all see this, right?
No, I am 59. You're absolutely right.
59, 5 children. My dad was in the Air Force.
I have to say 7 children now.
7 children now. Do you want to tell the people about the 7 children now?
The additional 2 are 2 of my grandchildren, Eva and Carter. So that makes sense.
My little Eva and Carter. I love them so much. So, yes, that's a whole new adventure that my father is on now, being a dad again at 59. Help us, Jesus. Love wants you to tell the people about me.
Well, that's a long story. Amayu was my baby for so long, 10 years. She was my baby girl, and so I called her baby girl because she was originally my baby girl. She has always been thoughtful. Earlier on in her life, she was very quiet, and I can't say that was maybe because I wasn't listening, but that may have been part of it. But to see her grow over the last 15 years into the woman that she's become, it's been a beautiful thing. She's a good girl. She's pretty.
Thank you.
And a good personality. Good people. If you know her, she's good people. If you don't, that's your loss. So.
Right on. Eric is back on. Eric Thomas. He's a photographer. He also does bartending. He said his internet was acting funny. Get on good internet, Eric, so that you can stay tuned. Since I got my dad on, okay. Okay, so you guys, so I got quite a few people on. So now, if you guys have any questions for us, feel free to ask anything. We're pretty open. Well, I'm pretty open. Dad just doesn't really have a choice because he's on here with me now. They were asking me about. Oh yeah, what I was saying previously. So my father was he was in the Air Force before, of course, I joined the Air Force, but he did some time in the Air Force. You want to tell him anything about that?
I had a good Air Force career, several different jobs. But one of the things about being in the Air Force that I didn't realize what I would give up with my children's stability and building relationships with relatives and cousins, because we moved around so much. That was my biggest regret once we left the military, was that you guys hadn't built good, strong relationships with your cousins because you weren't there. You were someplace else.
Right.
And that really hit me at home, because I knew who my cousins were. You know, we hung out, we did things together as kids growing up all the way. But I regretted that you guys didn't have that type of experience. But you worked around it. You've done well.
We made it work. Mm-hmm. Okay, we started getting some questions in, so I'm going to read them off. Shasta says, what's your biggest advice to Amayu?
That's me. To maintain her relationship with God above all else. Sometimes everybody gets thrown into the lion's den. Everybody's got a lion's den, and the lions are hungry. You have to learn to get down there and make pillows out of them and pray and ask God to show you the next step in the course of your life. Remember, all your friends are not here for the duration of your lifetime. They're here for a season. So thank God for the seasons that you have them, and be prepared when God moves you forward. So when you meet your husband, you know, you're prepared to move into that next area of your life. It's going to be different. It's going to be fun.
Okay. Love says, tell us about her name, but I think that's more of a question for Mom, because Mom named me.
She named you. She named the girls. I named the boys. But she told me the story behind your name was that she was watching a movie, a Hawaiian movie, and your name was one of the characters that was on there. She said, "Oh, Mayu," and it became that way. And I felt so bad for your initials. I didn't mean to do that. That was not intentional. But we wanted to give you a combination of her mother's name and my mother's name for your middle name, not thinking about, you know, the bigger picture. Mm-hmm. But you know how that is.
Don't tell my middle name. They don't know that. That's private.
Okay, I'm not going to tell
them. Okay. Oh, Michael says, this is cute. Trinette says she's beautiful. Thanks, Trinette. I'm guessing that's one of your friends, Trinette Hamilton.
Trinette. Sure is. Yeah, having her worked with her in Houston. Yes.
Tell her hello.
Hey, Trinette, fellow supervisor. She's moved on. We've moved on. God bless you. Go ahead.
Shasta says we can guess the initial, though. Yeah. Yeah, my initials are ASS, okay? And, you know, I made it most of my life without anyone really knowing that, because you don't always have to give your middle initial until I joined the Air Force.
Yes.
And did I tell you about that?
No, you didn't. You didn't tell me about it.
So it was a few weeks had gone by, because I was flying under the radar. I was in basic training. I was flying under the radar. Everything was good. And then something happened where I had to put my initials on something. And my TI, whatever his name was called, Sergeant Berkner, I remember his name, Berkner, Birkner. He said, and excuse me for cussing, they didn't tell me I had an ass in my troop. Oh. Are you trying to be funny? You trying to be funny, Smith? They didn't tell me I had an ass. Oh, that explains it. I was just like,
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You never told me that. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
So that was the only time I really had any problems with it. When I got called out in basic training. What I said troop in my squadron. What was it called?
You survived it. You survived.
Yeah, and I survived. I only had that one horrible call to mom through basic training where I was crying on the phone. That one call. Everything else, I was good.
You were.
Oh, okay. So Love said, finish telling them about the gift cards. So someone, I don't remember who, got my dad an Amazon gift card.
Okay.
Remember this, Dad?
You tested me.
And what did you ask your wife?
I remember.
She remembered.
You do you feel like coming in and telling Yolanda?
I'm not gonna tell it. You tell it. I'm just gonna listen.
She said, "You tell her."
Well, my father decided he was going to use it, and so he was trying to find out where the Amazon store was. So he don't even remember. That's why he was. There was no Amazon store.
God.
You had to use it online.
Well, wow. You told on me. Oh my God. You're revealing my what is that? Millennial lack of knowledge. Amazon should have been a store. It's a gift card. It's a store. You ought to be able to go somewhere and spend your money. Spend your gift card. Let's go.
You gonna go to the iTunes store next?
Look, that's why I dropped my Apple phone. No, I couldn't go to the iTunes store. That's it.
But he knows now, so we have moved forward. God is good. I got him on the live somehow. I'm super proud of that. Let me see if there's any more questions that anyone has. Okay, I don't see any more, so I'm just going to ask some random questions.
Okay.
So, since it's all about you and me right now, what is your fondest memory of me?
Wow.
I know there's so many.
You were such a good child, but I think when I saw you in your prom dress, oh my God, you were so beautiful. And I was like, oh my God, this is my baby. She's about to graduate high school, but you looked so beautiful. I was very, very proud of you on that. And when you joined the Air Force, I was very proud also when you graduated from basic training. That was awesome. Yeah. I was so glad when you got out of the Air Force also. Just too much going on.
I got my freedom papers.
Mm-hmm. I was so glad, so glad. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Yeah. But
okay, we got a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is a good one. Shasta Monique says, do you have any encouraging words to the fathers of today in this different generation?
Pay attention to detail. The children today are so much smarter than they were. No harm intended on this, but they're so much smarter today. And I talk about technology and the things that the kids can do now. Parents today have to pay more attention to details and learn their children as where they're at right now in their life. You observe their talents, their gifts and abilities, and you help cultivate and shape them to be who they're going to be. They will never be you as a dad or mom or whoever. They're not going to be you, but they're going to be who you are, and you have a great job, a great weight of responsibility in pushing them in the right directions towards their talents and their gifts. And pray hard.
Love says, this is so very beautiful. Thank you, Love. I'm just glad that we can do this, because at first when I was, because Dad, I don't know if you know this, but I was doing a show, not a show, but every Sunday I was doing a vlog, and we would just do like random topics or whatever, whether it was movies or relationships or whatever. And then on Mother's Day, I had Mom on. And so today I was like, dang, I can't have my dad on. I'm like, wait, it's 2018, technology. Let's make this happen. So I'm glad that I was able to get you on.
Me too. I'm glad.
Okay, we're only 20 minutes in. Okay. Let me see if there's any more questions. Ebony says, Happy Father's Day, Uncle.
Who, Ebony?
Ebony, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Ebony. I'm sorry I don't keep up with everybody on Facebook as I could. I'm going to do better, though. I am going to do better. But you guys write so much and you go so fast, and it's hard to respond to y'all. I guess I need to work with the
That's true.
voice activated part of it, right? So it'll write it for me as opposed to trying to
You
type
can
it
do
out.
that, but you can do that, but you have to make sure that it gets what you're saying correctly. Because you could say something and you look later and you're like, wait, I didn't say that. So you got to be careful with that.
If I said Wakanda, they probably wouldn't get that, right?
No, don't say Wakanda forever.
Well, tell me something, baby.
Ooh. Okay, let me read this. Okay, they're coming up. Camille says, great advice, pushing them towards their talents, not towards what we just want them to do. She said, great advice on that. Love says, what type of guy would you like to see Amayu with?
Well, let's see. First of all, let me say this. Because we have a Neapolitan family, the race does not matter to me. But it has to be someone who is God-fearing, first of all, and someone who I can trust not to put their hands on my child. Okay? Violence and talking negative to women or a girlfriend and the violence, you can't do that. You know, men have to treat women as if this is going to be the mother of your child. Okay. And do you have enough respect for your own mother when you look at another woman and say, even though this is not my mother, I'm still going to respect her. So whoever he is, he's got a tough road to hoe. Okay. But if he's man enough, he can do the job and put the work in, put the time in, and then I'll slap my stamp of approval on his forehead and we can walk on down the aisle and get this thing taken care
of. Okay. Shasta is asking if you are a world changer. He doesn't go to World Changers. He goes to a different church. I'm not even sure what the new church is because they just
We don't have a new church yet. We're here in Baton Rouge. We're
going to Bedside Baptist right now.
No, we went to church this morning. Actually, we went to Rose Hill. Rose Hill, very nice service. Good preacher. Lots of kids, lots of young people. It was probably more young people in there than older people, which really surprised me.
Well, look at God.
But he preached a good Father's Day sermon, you know.
That's good. Okay. What else? Was Yolanda saying I should ask you some questions? Let me see. What other questions do I have?
She said I should.
I can ask you some questions. A question.
Oh, sure. Ask me some questions.
Okay. Well, since you've been an adult, and that may only cover 3 years or 4 years right now.
Yeah, of course. I'm so young.
What has been your most challenging thing in life as an adult?
Ooh, as an adult, I would say the most challenging thing would be my more recent stepping out and leaving my corporate job, my job in corporate America, to have more freedom to pursue my acting. Just because I've been working since I was like, 15, 16, like since we were in Michigan, I've had a job.
Yes.
And so joined the Air Force, I had a career and I decided to separate from there. I went into IT and I did all that and I was not fulfilled. And so that's when and plus my job was stressing me out and they weren't paying me enough. So I was just like, I'm not even getting enough stress to be like, oh, that's okay. I'll take a vacation for 2 weeks. Yeah, they weren't even paying me enough for me to feel like it was worth it. And when it comes down to it, what is worth your stress, your peace of mind and all of that and pursuing your dreams. So that has been the most challenging. That's been one of the most challenging things, just stepping out onto this platform and just being like, I'm just going to go for it. Good luck, Yeah. That has been one of the most challenging things. I would say the second most challenging thing is my desire for motherhood and not taking that into my own hands, so to speak.
Okay. Good for you.
Which, even though I do feel like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said, good for you. Not taking that into your own hands. Good. Because
And although I do feel like it is in my hands, so I do feel like, you know, God gives us the power and we can speak things into existence and all of that, but not taking it into my own hands in a negative way. More so being like, I want the family. I don't just want the kid. I want the husband first, then our twin babies, maybe some more, but at least twins. And, you know, that's it. I want the whole unit, just because growing up, you know, with your mom, I had that. And so for me, that's normal. That's what I want to be able to give to my children, regardless of what the situation is now. I want to start off like, look, this is it.
That's good. That's good.
So,
And I can,
so yeah.
in that challenge, you know, it's going to be there until it happens. But the standard that you're maintaining is God given. Don't lower God's standards just because you get frustrated. And that's a good thing. But tell God your frustration so he can massage them on down and tell you it's going to be all right. But just you hang in there and take it to him. Take everything to him.
Thank you. Thank you, Daddy.
You're welcome.
All righty. I'm trying to see if I got any more questions.
These little things keep coming up on my screen, like little hearts bubbles.
Okay. Those little things. So people that are watching, they have options. They can like it. They can send a thumbs up, or they can do the heart because they loved it. They're loving something that you said. Or there's this face with like squinty eyes, which is a laughing face, which a lot of those came up early.
Okay.
And I think there's an angry face too. There's an angry face. So if someone doesn't like what you say, they can put that.
This is so crazy.
Because it's live, we can see it in real time.
So. Technology is something else, boy.
Isn't it though? Yeah. Like I have my own television show, even though it's not on TV, but basically that's what's going on right now is our live television show. Mm-hmm. Okay.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Let me see. Do you have any other questions for me? Because I'm not going to keep you on too long tonight. I just wanted to
No, I don't have any other questions for you. But a suggestion for you, because you have family in California who are doing what you want to do. If you really want to change the situation and give that your whole, you might have to sacrifice some things. You may have to move, but you pray about all that stuff. The one thing I tell your brother, and I tell you the same thing. When you eat,
which brother? I have two.
Watkins Jr. When you eat, your family eats. So if you have to eat tuna fish out of a can to make things happen for you, that's good and well. But never forget that education is still always a good part of your life, even going back to learn about the industry from behind the camera. And that's one of the things I've enjoyed about going to college this time, was being behind the camera on a studio set and going through all the different positions on that. It's very educational. And you could make the right connections or different connections that afford you on in there. So you may just need to get down to campus at Georgia State University, communications department, and make some more connections down there. I'm just throwing that out there, but it cannot hurt. And it only adds to your credibility of being able to stick through a thing, finishing a degree and going forward. You're very talented, but a lot of people won't see the talent because they're looking for a piece of paper first. And they use that as basically something to segregate you from other people. You see what I'm saying? Unless we jump out here, we do a video short, a movie or something to put out there, we're going to need to do something, but I'll continue to support you in that endeavor. And, when I see you on the screen,
my dad is really talented, you guys. We're going to have shows on television and on the big screen. So be on the lookout for them when they come. Yolanda said, you guys are really twins. Of course we are. So look there. You just look exactly the same. Hey, Cherie. Said, hi, beautiful. Shasta asked if I'm in college. I'm not in college right now, but I have some GI Bill money that I could use and go back to college. I initially went And I just got my associates in information technology, but I didn't want to go back and continue to pursue more in that because it's not what I wanted to do.
Okay.
I want to pursue my acting, so I may go back for film and television. So just to answer that question real quick.
Yay, Amayu.
And thank you. And we're at our 30-minute mark now, Dad. So
Thank you.
I will let you go.
Thank you. I love this. We're gonna have to do this again. We'll do this again with you. And I'll write some questions down so I have some. You struggled. I struggled this week with doing this. I did. I was like, I don't want to do
That's
this.
okay.
And that was just the old Lucius Smith in me. You know how that goes. But we shook him off.
Oh, he was asking. One of my friends said they was talking about are you in college? He actually graduated. That was last year, right? He actually graduated last year. He went back to college, and
from Texas.
I went down there to his graduation.
Yes, Texas Southern University down there in Houston, Texas. And I'm going to get my master's probably at Southern University here. So, yeah.
All right.
We'll keep it moving.
Keep it going, Dad.
Yes, ma'am. I love you.
All right.
And thank you guys.
All right. I will let you go. Bye, Daddy.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, Yolanda. Thank you.
Bye.
Now, how do I say bye on here? Let me get her to turn me off.
You're off, Dad. I turned you off. I did it myself. Lord, bless him, Jesus. All right. I usually do my show hour, but I didn't want to keep my super long time. So if anybody just wants to chat with me at random, we can just have some random chat if you want to. If not, I'll go ahead and end this and finish watching Game of Thrones. Oh, y'all, it's at the scene where Khaleesi's brother poked a sword at her stomach and was like, I'll cut that baby out of you. He about to die now. Yeah, that ain't cool. You don't do that. You don't threaten somebody's baby. Thank you, Shasta Monique. Shasta. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and go. I don't have anything to talk about. I'm just being super random right now. So everybody have a great Sunday. Happy Father's Day. To all of the fathers out there, whether you birth kids, adopt them, got some kids in the neighborhood that look up to you and they're a father figure, whatever your role is as a father in someone's life, thank you for being there. Everyone have a blessed night. Bye.